Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Marisa Maggio Harrelson, and I am delighted to be interviewing Dr. Sveta Silverman from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada tonight to bring you the science, a Q&A this evening on the science of biohacking and the LifeVantage breakthrough products that are scientifically peer-reviewed research studies on our flagship product. And we just have such a gift here. So welcome to this call. This is our science webinar this evening. I was introduced to LifeVantage about 8 years ago. I'm a former TV news reporter and anchor, but I teach yoga and meditation today, which is just what I love. I have an 18-year-old son, a 20-year-old daughter, and a husband of almost 22 years, and 2 Yorkies. I live in Phoenix, Arizona, and I learned about LifeVantage through a yoga student. And I said yes to LifeVantage. I saw these products and this ABC Primetime investigative report that if you have not seen it, you want to definitely make sure you get back to the person that invited you to take a look at this, or go to biohackandactivate.com and you can watch that ABC Primetime that John Quinones did on our flagship product many, many years ago when this was a small biotech company out of the University of Colorado in Denver. So when I saw this flagship product that Dr. Sveta is going to talk about in just a moment, and our other breakthrough products, I was blown away by the science. And I was blown away because it was addressing the root cause of why people get issues in their tissues. So I just want to say, I feel amazing. I'm getting older, but I'll tell you, every single day I have energy. I sleep like a baby. My mental clarity is there. I feel really good. And I don't think there are any products in the world doing what these products are scientifically proven to do. So with that, I'm going to turn it over, or I'm going to interview Dr. Sveta Silverman. Now, I met Sveta at a yoga studio in Scottsdale, Arizona over 7 years ago. And I was relatively new in LifeVantage. She is incredible. Not only was she she was a pediatric surgeon in Russia before emigrating to Canada and going back to medical school again, second time, to become a surgical pathologist, breast cancer specialist. She now recently got her certification in natural medicine. She is a vegan. She teaches healthy nutrition and just healthy lifestyle. And she is also currently getting ready to start a fellowship in anti-aging and regenerative medicine. I'm saying that all off the top of my head because I'm drinking brain juice, and you're going to learn about that too. And I'm activated, and you're going to learn about what that means and why we have to nurture our genes. So Sveta, thank you so much for saying yes to LifeVantage, seeing what we have our hands on, and wanting to spread the word of good health to the world, which you are absolutely doing. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes. So for you, we're going to hear more about your story, but it all started when I actually said to Sveta, when she told me what she did, and she was going back to Canada, she was vacationing in Scottsdale, and she told me she diagnoses cancers. I said oxidative stress. And I was about 9 months into LifeVantage, and she said, yes. And I said, well, that is a root cause of cancers. So she's going to talk to us a little bit about oxidative stress and our flagship product. Oxidative stress is like the rusting of the cell caused by aging. And see this apple? And it's kind of brown. That's what's happening inside of our bodies as we age. That's the simple version. I'm going to let her talk tonight simply because we want you to understand how powerful these products are and why everybody in the world needs to know about them. Wellness care, we're talking about wellness care. Sveta, thank you.
Hi. Hi, guys. Good evening, and thank you, Marisa, for teaching yoga to begin with. And second of all, for definitely introducing me to LifeVantage products. That time it was a LifeVantage product in a single way. So, that's how it all started. It's not that how it all started. Everybody has a story. So why am I so enthused on a mission to health? Because my story is, I lost my mom. I lost my my mom was everything to me. I lost her in 2004 to cancer. And then I lost my father 6.5 years later to multiple strokes. And it's interesting. And then that's when I started analyzing, what do I do to my health? I want to live long and I want to live healthy. So the propensity of my genealogy tree is my great-grandmother died when she was 86. My grandmother died when she was 78. My mom died when she was 74. What's happening with me? So what do? That's when I started learning health. It's all to me about health. How do I make my body an invincible fortress of health? And guys, let me tell you one thing. LifeVantage is not end all and be all to health. It's a part of a healthy lifestyle. However, LifeVantage to me is an essential part of lifestyle. It's an essential part of health. And I always ask my team, my teammates, my friends, guys, how can you describe LifeVantage in one sentence or in one phrase? And I have two phrases. LifeVantage to me is about health. And the second phrase is LifeVantage is about maintaining health and enhancing immune system. And just think about it, how profound it is. So what is it and how did it start? So now there are a few products that are, I call them essential, and we know them as a tri-synergizer. With me, everything started with this, with a flagship, which is called NRF2 per Tandem. And why? And that's, I had no idea. As Marisa said, when she introduced me to oxidative stress, I knew in generality, I never knew in details what it does, but it started me on that climbing research and reading, obsessive reading and studying. That's when I discovered really what oxidative stress is and how is it important for health and how can we deal with oxidative stress. So guys, oxidative stress is a cellular stress. Everybody knows the stress, the concept of stress, especially now. Let me tell you, everyone now is stressed. Whether you're admitting to this or not, you're stressed because we're living in a time of uncertainty and see what's happening in the world. Even my lilac is not living for 4 days anymore. I have to change it every day because it is stressed. Even plants are stressed. However, that outside stress of every variety, it's going to hit us. Who are we? We are in a lump of billions of cells, and there's every cell is hit. There are no cells that are spared. Your body is not spared. It's like, oh, okay, today my brain is going to be stressed, but my toenail is not going to be stressed. No, every cell has a basically similar biochemical mechanism, and it's going to undergo that cellular stress, which is called free radical damage, or it is called oxidative stress, or it is simply called garbage. It's a cellular garbage. So what do? Well, genuinely, you're supposed to clean it. How do you clean it? Well, the problem is that we're so overburdened that our cleaning apparatus, our vacuum cleaners are not cleaning. And actually, we're built that way. Our vacuum cleaners when we're born and our vacuum cleaners when we are 40, 50, 60 years old are different. When we're born, it's Dysons. When we're from 20 and on, from Dyson, it turns into dustbusters. And you obviously see the functionality. But you need to clean every nook and the cranny of the cell. So the dustbusters are not going to do the job. How do you turn it back to the vacuum clean, to the Dysons? There's a switch. And that's what I've discovered through LifeVantage. It's called NRF2 activation. NRF2 is a master regulator of cellular health. It turns on the healthy biochemical processes. And one of these processes is turn on my production of antioxidants and your production of antioxidants. So from that master regulator of health, that switch. So one of the Dysons is called another master regulator. It's a master antioxidant which is called glutathione. It's a master antioxidant in every cell. So think about your brains, think about your liver, think about your heart. You need that glutathione like functioning. So now why does it attract so many physicians, so many healthcare practitioners? Because why did I get on board? Because upon my obsessive reading, I have discovered that there are 26 peer-reviewed studies that you can identify them, not on Wikipedia, not on a Yahoo Academy, but actually on the National Institute of Health database or digital library, which is www.pubmed.gov, pubmed.gov. Sorry for my Russian accent. So, and that kind of opens people's minds that this is legit. You need to understand that those studies, they're not written, they're not researched on the ingredients. No, it's on the branded product. That is so very important. Now, from the, and I mentioned to you about glutathione. Look up glutathione. Look up glutathione, so critically important. Fine. The foundation of your cellular health has started. You turned on this NRF2 activator, the switch. So mind you, let me brag a little bit. After I've discovered NRF2, I have attended 3 out of 5 world conferences, presented at 2 of them. And again, the bragging thing is you actually have to be invited. So it's not like, you just register, you go. No, you actually need to be invited. So anyway, so this is the foundation, part 2. So I've mentioned 2 masters, NRF2 and glutathione. The third master is this guy, those 2. What are those masters? You need to turn on your cellular engines. When you go to work and you drive, you cannot just walk pushing your car. You need to turn on the engine on the car, and thanks God, the car has only one engine. Like my brain cells, so is yours. Why are we functioning so great on LifeVantage products? Because I'm turning on my engines and I'm increasing the number of engines. The brain cells, the liver cells contain up to 3,000-4,000 engines, which are called mitochondria. Mitochondria is literally the powerhouse. It gives us energy, literally. Now, when you age, the number of mitochondria goes down and the function of mitochondria goes down. So what do? A, you clean the cells. B, what do? You need to turn on the numbers. So this is NRF1, also a combination of 5 botanicals, also works in the same methodology of synergy. So what does it do? It turns on DNA genes of the mitochondrial production, or what is called in medical world mitochondrial biogenesis. Fine. So you turn on the number of your mitochondria, but you need to turn on the mechanism that is in mitochondria. And mechanism of mitochondria is not going to be turned on and give you energy if you do not upregulate a thing or a factor or protein that is called NAD. N is Nancy, A is America, D is Dimitri, NAD. So that is why I always teach this 3. Now you need to understand, that's why to me that trisynergizer is so essentially important for the cellular health. Now, what else this NAD is good for or great for? Now, as I mentioned to you, it's like an ignition, it's like a starter. So what also does it do? It turns on the DNA protectors. There are proteins which are called sirtuins. Well, the sirtuins control the resting of DNA. I'm sure you know that one of the most important parts of our health components, Marisa already mentioned it, it's sleep. You gotta have a good night's rest. Well, guess what? Our genes need a very good night rest as well. They cannot function without any rest because then they get confused. You do not want confused DNA. So NAD turns on sirtuins, and sirtuins relax our DNA. I call them DNA Zens. That is why this is so critically important. Now, what else have we introduced since after Marisa joined and I joined? What is so critically important for health? I'm sure everybody knows, especially these days. It is probiotic and prebiotic. And I'm absolutely allowed to say that both of them boost our immune system. So what is so important for my health is a healthy immune system, and I want to boost it every which way. There are so many probiotics on the market. How do you recognize the good one? Well, you learn, you study, or you come to the presentation. So the thing is, ours, why is it so different and so awesome? Because this is shelf preservation. You don't need the fridge. But what it does, there's a special methodology which is called biotrack protection, which allows the species, the probiotics, actually go through the stomach acid, which is our natural antibiotic and our protector, our sterilizer. But you don't want to sterilize your bugs because they will die. So we have a delivery of 60% as opposed to regular probiotics. They have a delivery of 4%. So 64, it's obviously not 100%, but to me, 60% is a whole lot better than 4%. What else is so important about this guy is the mode of delivery. So we have 6 strains, we have 6 billion colonies, and what we're discovering right now, that for the microgut and probiotics, more is not better. The right is better. So when we have the 6 billion colonies of species that will be delivered exactly where they belong. So 4 of these species will end up in the small gut. And we never talk about the importance of the small gut. Small gut may be more important than the large gut. Why? Because where does the food absorb and digest it? In the small gut. The function of the small gut is critically important. So you need your microgut in the small gut as well as the large bowel. Now, I'm sure by now, a lot of you had dinner, including me. Well, guess what? You need to feed the microgut. You need to feed your probiotics. So, and that is why, and how many of us actually eat proper prebiotics. So you can call prebiotic and probiotic as together as a symbiotic. That's a new term, symbiotic. So now, this, how many of us, go ahead.
So we're talking about gut health and the importance of the gut-brain connection. So can you address some of that? Because, and I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I wanted to make sure we're getting that connection with the gut and the brain, because right, when the gut is off, 80% of our body's immune system is off.
Well, that's true. But the thing is, what happens in this is such a great question, because just today, and if you're my friends on Facebook, I posted a paper on my Facebook about prebiotics. So actually what prebiotics do, how do they feed our probiotics? So our probiotics actually make what are called neurotransmitters, or some substances that upregulate our brain. We know that about 90% plus of our serotonin is actually made in our microgut. That is a gut-brain connection. There's a connection between our microgut, then vagal nerve. You know, when you feel excited, what happened to your heart? It flutters, right? This is your vagus. Now, when you feel excited, what happened to your gut? You have like butterflies. So the importance of our microgut and proper microgut flora or microbiota and the brain health is so critically important. Mind you, now we actually learn about microbiota in the brain. That is, you know, that's a new concept right now. But again, guys, these guys are not going to survive without food.
Well, I noticed a huge difference when I started the probiotic and the prebiotic, and boy, and it gives you even more energy, because when your gut is clean and your elimination is good, is better, you're going to feel better. And that's such a critical, important component. So we are cleaning up the cellular garbage, and with our Tandem NRF1, NRF2, and the NAD, and then this probiotic and prebiotic combo. Wow.
But you guys need to understand one thing. I'm sure you especially on Fridays, a lot of you clean the houses because you want to spend a weekend in a nice, beautiful, clean home. Well, guess what? You need to clean your gut. And I told you that every cell needs to be cleaned. Gut, brain, liver, every cell. So when you start activating your, let's say, antioxidants, when you're turning on your NRF2 switch, so you are upregulating your house for your microgut. And then you're feeding your microgut. So this is so critically important, that synergy. That's why that synergy of LifeVantage, that togetherness, it flows from one process to the other process to the other process, and the end result of these processes is your health, is your happiness. So now there's another thing that we have to talk about. It's your cellular integrity. Your cells have to be not broken, not fractured, not shrunken, not they have to have very complete envelope. And here comes your fish oils, and this comes from a vegan. Trust me, I eat a lot of omega-3s and 6s and 9s, but there's a Russian roulette with vegans. We do not convert. We don't convert into those, academic term, DHA, EPA, and DPA. So we do not convert. So that is why, despite of being a vegan, absolutely, this is my daily cellular upregulation, and you may say supplementation, because it also contains vitamin D. This is so critically important for cellular fluidity. Your cells cannot be rigid, then they don't communicate right. Where do you need cellular fluidity? Everywhere, but most important, where? In your brain. But guess what? Again, and we don't talk much about it, there's a very nice connection between your fish oils, your vitamin D, and between your microgut and probiotics. We don't talk much about it, but that's what it is. Another thing is, what I don't have, but Marisa has, because she's drinking it, and I already finished mine, is an Axiom.
Okay, I'm going to show them the products. Yes.
Okay, Axiom. And Axiom is, it's not just your amazing hydration. It's like, I don't drink water, it doesn't taste to me. It has to taste yummy. So Axiom gives me yummy hydration, but it's a very, very nutrient dense, healthy food, basically, which is also an NRF2 activator and a mitochondrial boost. And what does it give you? Yes, it gives you concentration, focus, and it gives you sustainability through the day. You are functioning. I was up today at 6 a.m. I haven't stopped yet, not even for a minute. So now, oopsie. So another thing is, I think, now guys, as you see here, there is a skincare line, which I'm not going to spend much time, and a hair care line. And the concept, the flagship concept of LifeVantage, of oxidative stress reduction and NRF2 activation, goes through these products. Skin is our largest organ, but the problem with the skin is how to actually bring the nutrition to the skin, how to turn on the cellular upregulation. So I will encourage you again, reminder, to go back to pubmed.gov and look up studies that were done on skin oxidative stress from Louisiana State University. So what LifeVantage did, from a concept of pills and NRF2 activation from inside, they actually created Tandem from the outside. And it started with only one cream, NRF activator, or we call it, it used to be called facial cream, anti-aging facial cream. However, now it's a beautiful regimen. And Marisa can elaborate more on this because I think she's bathing in it. I think hydration lotion, as well as her male family members. So, and
we
then
love it at our house. We can't keep enough of it in. The perfecting, the cleanser my husband uses for shaving cream. The perfecting lotion is like a velvet water that's lovely to put on. I actually use our hand cream. We have a hand cream as well that I'll mix it with the perfecting lotion as a total body lotion. And I hardly have to use any, because I think even with Nerf 2 activation, your skin changes anyway. Even with the little yellow pill, you know, you start getting better skin, better, just feeling better all over and looking better.
well, I'll tell you, Marisa probably puts the True Science skincare regimen on her dogs. So, and then, see, you need to understand that the True Science hair care regimen, what is our hair? The hair is the appendages. It's an extension of our skin. So again, the concept of NRF2 activation comes across. Now, I already mentioned Marisa's dogs, and I can mention to you one of my cats. Marisa's dogs are on Tandem for the dogs. And my cats say boo-hoo to the dogs that can be fooled by, you know, Tandem. Cats cannot be fooled by any flavor or anything. So one of my cats is on human Tandem, very small dose every day. Since she was 1 year old, she's 3 now. And every morning starts with a little pill that goes in her mouth. She doesn't ask me, but now she doesn't refuse or resist or bites me either. So in my family, as I say, I take everything voluntarily. My husband takes it semi-voluntarily, and my cat takes it forcefully. So, and another thing is, I think Marisa wanted to talk to you a little bit about physique weight management regimen,
Right.
because I don't talk about it much because I'm a vegan, and the protein shake is dairy-based. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Marisa.
Sveta. And I'll tell you, the pet Tandem, if I were to shake the bottle, they've already had theirs today, but if I were to shake it, they would be jumping up in my lap right now because it tastes so good, bacon, chicken, and liver. And dogs have 7 times the amount of oxidative stress than humans. So, you know, you really want to take care of your furry little babies. So the physique line, part of the, so there's a fat burner that's made from a Mediterranean citrus plant that is attacks that visceral fat cell. That's part of our physique line. The visceral fat cells, the fat cells that are deep into the body that can actually affect the organs. So this is just, it's not like to, you know, curb off everything, but it is attacking, it's going into a deeper level. It's like Sveta's talking about the body is a temple, and these products are helping optimize every component of the body so it's running smoothly like a Ferrari, right? You wouldn't just use one kind of oil or just fix one flat tire. So we're fixing the whole system. We are activating the whole system. So with that, I love the Physique protein powder. It is whey. It's made from whey. There is no casein in it. 1 gram of sugar. It has 3 grams of carbohydrates, 18 grams of protein, which is then activating your amino acids right away, which is helping with your muscle mass. And we know as we get older, that is a real challenge. So this is yummy. You can have it as a snack, add it with 8 ounces of water, 1 little scoop, or you can mix it with, let's say, oat milk or almond milk or your favorite drink, right? Even coconut water. You can make it a meal by adding, you know, kale and spinach and your, you know, chia seeds or whatever you like to put in, berries and bananas. I even use cinnamon in it, and oh my gosh, it's so scrumptious. You can make pancakes out of it. You can make non-bake granola cookies with, you know, healthy chocolate, which I know Sveta loves her chocolate, dark chocolate. So you can really, there are kinds of recipes that LifeVantage has with our protein shake. So that is our product catalog. We call them the cast of characters, starting with the Tandem NRF2, which actually is activating your own body's production of anti-aging enzymes to help eradicate, you guys, 1 million free radicals per second, every second, scientifically proven. And that is pretty astounding, right, Sveta? So for her, you know, to start really diving into the research and seeing what we have our hands on, it's just so beautiful to see doctors getting on board with us more and more, and other healthcare professionals, because the science is real and the products work. And we're talking inside out, outside in approach. And I don't know about you, but I got to tell you, I think I look pretty darn good for being where I am in my life. I'm not even going to say my age, but I know I'm getting up there, and what is getting up there? I don't know. I just, every single day, I just thank goodness that I'm doing this. And because I fell in love with these products, and Dr. Silverman did too, we became distributors in the company. There is a huge opportunity available for those that might see that. Otherwise, 90% of LifeVantage is customer based, which says a lot for what we have our hands on. But if you can fall in love with these products and a few basic business principles, oh my goodness, this has been life-changing, because not only are you helping people with their health, which to me is the greatest gift you can give anyone, because without our health, nothing else matters. But also think about the oxidative stress that people have in their bank accounts, especially, you know, even right now. You know, you look back at 2009 when the economy tanked. You look back now where our economy is really delicate right now all over the world. And typically in a business, you know, direct sales, or we're a network marketing company. We basically have a online franchise that people can go to our website and order, and our company sends us thank you checks every single week. And then as you start sharing it, maybe other people start sharing it, and then you start building this team. And I have 8,000 people in my organization today, and I knew nothing of network marketing. I only knew how to work for people in TV news, and that's what I did. I didn't know anything about entrepreneurship. But this has definitely changed my life and my family's life, and the person you get to become is really amazing. The people you get to connect with that are life-minded and like-minded, that really, you know, if you find your passion, and health has always been my passion. When I was in TV news, I worked, I had a health beat, so I always loved learning about health and wellness care. Wellness care. My dad died of Alzheimer's. My mom died of a heart attack, gone like that. You know, so I just want to live healthier. I just, you know, what tools can I put in my body today to help me optimize my health? And that's what I found. I found a home in LifeVantage. Never had done network marketing before, but I have to say, I think it's the most beautiful business model ever in the world, because it's all about who you help and who you serve. And we are a heartfelt company. We have a beautiful culture, publicly traded on the NASDAQ, and we're bringing breakthrough technology to market. So for me, that was something that spoke to me. With Dr. Silverman, I'm going to let her share her story on why a doctor who is so successful, you know, why would she be doing something like this? Well, I think you can see, Sveta, because her heart and soul is into health and wellness, and sharing that with people. So Sveta, what has LifeVantage done for you, not just from the health standpoint, but also from an opportunity standpoint, being that you are a physician? You're muted.
And yes, I am. Oh, yes, I will. So it's a very loaded question. Every one of us has a mission in life, I believe. My mission is to help people. In the next 3 years, I am going to be probably shifting gears from allopathic medicine, or I maybe still practicing part-time. But my main mission is to teach health, just to teach health. LifeVantage to me is one of these avenues. When I teach health, it doesn't go without supplementation and cellular upregulation. Don't kid yourself. Everyone needs to upregulate your cells. Unless you're living on an uninhibited island, you have no stress in your life. It is absolutely untouched, pristine, with air and sun, and the water doesn't exist. We live in a very, very affected world. So in order to teach health for me, LifeVantage is one of the wheels of that vehicle, but it's also one of the wheels to that funneling to my clinic. I want to have a foundation. I want to have a clinic, not a therapy clinic. No, not a therapy clinic, not a medical clinic. I want to have a clinic or a center of health. So where so many people just need an education, and somebody has to support it. Somebody has to pay for all the facilities. It doesn't come free. And this is where LifeVantage comes on board. So this is my mission. I keep saying, guys, maybe you will see it. I will post it on the YouTube. You will see that since 2015, on the job, I probably reviewed over 700 breast cancer cases. And diagnosing cancers, you want to help everyone, but you want to teach health. That's number one. And it is so simple. It is actually simple to stay healthy. It's just a commitment. It's our commitment. And this is what we teach in LifeVantage. It's one of these things. We teach you, we guide you. The products are here to help you. It's not mine to tell you and push you. It's mine to, nobody introduced me before. Medical school didn't talk to me about oxidative stress or anaerobic activation. My yoga teacher did. But it's my responsibility to teach health.
Thank you. And that's exactly what we're doing. So if this is even remotely intriguing to you, get back to the person that invited you and get your questions answered. Let's get you biohacking your health first and foremost. Our company is a customer-driven opportunity company. So we want to help people be well. We are talking about wellness care, not sickness care. All right, Sveta, thank you so much for being on this evening. And thank you all for joining if you're watching the replay or whatever, if you're on the live. So thank you. I'm going to stop recording.
Guys. Love to you all. Just love to you all. Have an amazing, amazing weekend. Peace to all of us and love to all of us.
Thank you.
We need that and we need health. Love you all. Thank you.